Hey, I am Izzy Noodles and welcome back to Redemption. We have a lot to do today. We have 3 challenge rooms to try and fit in. So last time I opened up access to 2 of them. It doesn't matter which one you do first. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose this one. I believe this is on the northern side of the room. So at the top of the stairs we can grab some ammo. I believe this is pistol ammo. Yep. And then we can go ahead and pull the lever which I raised up last time. So this opens up the door. Okay. And then just run on through. So in my opinion, this is probably the easier one of the 2 rooms in this area that I've just opened up. The flyby here is showing us bridges going down, so that is kind of a hint of what we need to do. We need all bridges to be down. So there they've just raised up. So that's the idea here. So what we can do is grab yet some more ammo. Probably again pistol ammo. No, I was wrong, it's arrows. And then the only thing we can do is pull this lever. So this lever interacts with the northern and the southern bridges, so I'm just crossing the south bridge. And I will just run straight across to show you what is on the other side. So we have this fencing that we need to remove, and also there is the Sword of Azazel, so that's the important item from this room that we need to collect. So I'm just going to come back to the center and then we can see what's occurring. If we have a look around, we can spot this crystal sword across the way, so we can go ahead and shoot that. So do be careful of any additional walls and etc. So like this wall will stop the shot. I have no idea what just stopped that shot. There we go. And that has opened this trapdoor. So to minimize damage, you want to grab this side and you will just slide. So we're sliding down a bit of a passage, and when you see the size of the walls, so when we like exit out of that little like passage space, I don't really know how to describe it, but when you see the walls either side of Lara, like we've come out into the open section, that's where you want to jump to this stepping stone. So it is very much a blind jump. And looking around, we cannot see anywhere to go from here, but you will probably, hopefully, find this next glass sword. And the lava waterfall thing, the lava fall, does act as a wall, a collision, so be careful of that. And as we can see, shooting that has given us more stepping stones, so we can jump over to the further side. And kind of a snug jump. I've never died, or at least not yet. Okay, and here we have another lever. So we saw the south bridge go up right here, so that interacts with the south bridge and the eastern bridge, which we can't see from this spot. And as I look over, yes, we have yet another glass sword. So shoot that, and if Lara doesn't shoot it, then just come a bit closer because it is quite far away. So that has given us a sphere of levitation. So that allows us to get back to the top. So we have a dark passage. There are some flares, soul of visibility, we can grab them, but it's going to seem like a waste of time lighting a flare. So I'm not going to bother, but just run in this direction until you smash your face into this wall, and then turn left, and then you can see. So for the sake of how long you're in the dark, sometimes it seems pointless to light the flare. So just run and jump into the sphere of levitation and it will throw you up to here. So here we are back at the starting point. We do again need to pull this first lever, because the south bridge is raised up. We need to lower it. But because it interacts with north and south, the north bridge has raised up. We now have access to the east, so go ahead and come over here. We see this lever straight away. And this lever interacts only with the west bridge, so we can get across to the other side. There's a few additional things we can grab before we go to the other side. So into this dark passage, we will need to light a flare this time. We have a health shard, and then continuing up to the end, there is an important valve we need to use. There we go, that has given us a stepping stone over the lava. Then your flare may run out before you get to the end, so just keep on going, hit the wall, turn right, and then we can see. We can also grab a secret, but I'm actually going to leave that until a little bit later. It's up to you. You're not going to save or waste any time. It really makes no difference. So you could get it now and then you've got it, but I'm going to choose to wait. Also having a pit stop save, just because I know how clumsy I am. So head on over to the west side now, and we'll have some Azazels. If you're struggling to see where to go, put your weapons away, because you can easily fall off the bridge. And now we have an Azazel in this area. Do be careful of a hole in the floor. Why can't I shoot it? Can you die? Please, thanks. Like, I'm actually wasting shots. Well, you're stuck, so I'll deal with your friend. Like, I can't shoot it because it's inside the column, so I could just leave it where it is, but then it might distract me at the wrong time. I don't want to waste shots. Well, I'll leave it there. We'll continue on and see what it ends up doing. We do need to come this way. Well, we don't need to. It is optional. Kind of dark, but not for long. So we just have some ammo here. There is nothing important we need to be doing. Oh, there you are. Okay. So the important thing on this west side is this lever. This interacts with the west and the north bridge. So they've swapped over now. That's all we need to do here. You can use this health chest if you want. I'm not going to. I recommend you don't unless your health is like kind of really bad, because there are moments of like fall damage. Especially right here. We do need to drop down into the hole right here. But there's no enemies, so it's only full damage that's going to get you. So there we go, drop on down, and we are back where we were, and we're going to make our way back up to the top. So again, come to the end, slam your face into the wall, and that's how you know where you are. Okay, so only the west bridge is still up. We need that to be down. And if you recall, it is this lever on the eastern side which interacts with the west bridge. And there we go, that has lowered the fence as we can see, and we can head over and grab the Sword of Azazel. I did almost forget the secret though, so I'm going to grab that now. You can either jump from the bridge, you'll take quite a bit of fall damage, or you can do the fake grab. You'll still take damage, but not as much. So straight down into this area. Up to here, this is where we shot one of the crystal swords. And lighting a flare will show us that there is this sneaky side passage Very dark in this section without a flare. And now we do have to use the stepping stones to go back up and around. Awesome stuff. Now head straight on over. So don't forget about the hole in the floor now that we opened up. We dropped that trapdoor. And a Sword of Azazel #1 in the bag. So the way we came actually is closed off now, but this way opened up. We'll be forced to leave a different way. So we have a lot of climbing and jumping to be done. Cautionary save. Okay, I know what I'm like. So this first hop, hit the slope, hop again, and there we go. And then this second tile space along just here, do kind of a leap of faith backwards to here. Come around to the ladder, and because we do have the gap in the column, we need to just hop straight up before Alara gets her footing. If she does get her footing, just like quickly let go and grab again. And then it's the walk button to hop to the monkey bars. Come around the corner and you will see there is another health fragment. So of course I will absolutely be getting that, and that's why I told you to perhaps leave that health chest behind. So jump backwards into the gap. And there we go, we have a little more health. Now back over to the gap we came from, and then straight on up. So all the way over to the further tile, and then backwards to here. And from here I'm going to hit a slope. You don't want to jump off the slope too soon. I do that a lot, and then you can't grab this wall. And hop up, and there we go. So just around to the left we have yet another health fragment. So this is where you probably will get full health if you didn't backtrack as I did. Not full health, I mean the health increase. And now just grab hold of the glider and it will take us down safely. Awesome stuff, we are done and we can leave. So now, of course, straight over to the opposite side, we're going to do this room over here. So open this up with the mechanism that I raised. And I'm just coming over to the far side because we have yet another ammo chest. Okay, and then head on in. So this room, kind of difficult to figure things out the moment you enter. So you can see the glider straight up there, but it is certainly too high to reach. If you have a wander around, once you step on this tile, you'll actually trigger some sounds, some music. So just hang from the edge and you can actually shimmy over to the left. So not very obvious, this is very sneaky. So go as far as you can go and then you can vault up to this ledge and come around, so make sure you're all the way around before you decide to let go. We'll have a couple of Cabals. Oh, that's unique. How come I don't have ammo? That's a shame. Did I miss something? I always have ammo just here. I have like 4 shotgun shells. Okay, so anyway, up into this very dark corner you'll need to light a flare. Or not necessarily need to, but of course it's gonna be easier because it is incredibly dark. We can grab more flares, so kind of like light a flare to find some flares. But you do get more flares, so it is worth it. And so now straight up to here. And we have another Cabal, and I would usually recommend using the shotgun because of ledges we can fall off. But I have none. Oh, just like this. Where did I miss the ammo? I'm wondering, was there a chest that I missed? Oh, and there we go. One shot killed him, of course. Okay. So, careful jump over to here and then... Just being careful, there is this step, so it's a bit misleading. It kind of makes you think you're going to fall down. I do that every time. But we're just looking over the area where we entered the room. We can see the glider again. And we're hopping our way across to the other side. So I don't think you necessarily need to grab there, but it might be better to do so. We do have an ammo chest here, which I do think is shotgun shells. There we go. So at least I have some now. Okay, and then this lever lowers the glider. Awesome stuff. So you just need to drop down. You'll take just the tiniest bit of health loss. And then grab this and make your way to the far side. Hold on tight. Okay, so down here we do have another ammo chest and a health chest. And the idea is we're not actually getting this gate open. We need to make our way climbing up using some columns that will raise out of the lava area and make our way up and get to the monkey bars, and that's what's get us into the room over that way. So first things first, we need to use this lever. So that's raised a couple of columns and it's given us this Azazel to fight as well. Okay, so these 2 taller columns were already raised, it's just raised these 2 shorter ones. And we have a glass sword to shoot. So careful of the walls, there's kind of a wide hitbox, which is lucky because of walls. So that's raised up more columns. Do need to just hop back to this first column and then hop to this one and then over to this new one, and there's another crystal sword. And the columns have changed a little more, some have raised a little bit higher. What we need to do now is actually go back and pull that lever again. that's changed the columns a little more. So next thing we need to do, we actually have this opening on the north wall just there, and there is one on the south wall. You can't see it because this column is blocking its view, but we need to go over to this northern opening first. There is a button within each opening, but if you go to the south first, it changes the columns and you can't actually get over to this northern button. So we need to go to that one first. So more shaking and rumbling, more stuff has changed with the columns. So as I said, head straight over to the southern wall to that opening. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which tile to go to, which column. So now the column that's furthest away over on the north side, that's the highest that it has been yet. And it's allowing us to reach an opening that's way over there. So I'm going to head there right now. So essentially we've done the puzzle, or the most part of the puzzle at least. But of course there is more to be done. There's a crystal shard and a secret in this room. So you can see the opening where we're heading to, but actually on the right hand side there's another opening with a crystal shard, so I'm going to go grab that. So just hit the roof. That was kind of a snug jump. I should probably save my game sometime soon. So here we go, grab this, and just down there, you don't need to go down there, there's actually a closed off door. So as I already mentioned, once you complete the game you have the opportunity to come back and find things that you've missed, and some doors will open up for easier access. So I think that's just an easy access door to get back up to that crystal. So it's optional but for later. Here we go. So once you're over on this left side, you'll need to light a flare. It gets kind of dark. Drop on down. It seems like a long drop, but you won't take any damage. And I do want to show you this ledge here. We need to vault up to a higher ledge. I'm kind of quickly showing you before my flare runs out that there's the monkey bars, and right now I know it's going to be really dark in this area, but we have some hops and leaps to do, and you don't want to have a flare death or any sort of accident because your flare went out. So it's going to be dark, but I recommend you don't have a flare lit. So up here, just shimmy all the way around as far as you can go. Kind of a leap of faith backwards to this ladder just here. And go around the corner, and then we can reach the monkey bars from the ladder. So sometimes she actually doesn't like to grab the monkey bars. So if you press in the walk and up and holding action all at the same time, she's not doing anything. Just quickly let go and grab. She always does this for me, and then try again. And then the second time round, she will grab the monkey bars. I don't know why she sometimes struggles at that spot. But we can now enter into this room from here. careful just here, don't run off the edge. We do have a low ceiling on the right hand side, so favor the left side to do a running jump over to this ledge. Drop on down. And we are in. And just grab this second Sword of Azazel. Now we have that, the shield has raised on this glass sword. We can shoot that. And we have an easy exit out. So for one final time we do need to again pull this lever. And that's raised that column straight up so that we can leave. Before we do leave, we have a secret we can collect. So if I hop to here, this northern opening is actually flashing now. So that's a hint that there's more to do. So we're going to head straight into there and push this button again. So that has opened up 2 different doors. So running jump just to hop to this column. So the first door it's opened, let me just show you, is right down there. So we need to do something else before entering into there. We need to find a key. And the second door that's opened is actually in this southern opening over there. So we need to get over that way as well now. Okay, this new door here is the one that opened, and you see this that looks like a door? I think that's the one that will open to lead up to the shard once you've completed the game. So there we go, lots more shaking and rumbling. We'll see what has happened in just a moment. So basically this column here has raised up higher. So let me hop out and we can see there is a ledge up there, so that column is raised up. We can barely see a ledge, it kind of blends in with the decor. But yes, that section is a ledge and we can get to that now. So as I said, this is only for the secret. Once I've pulled the lever just down there, that's it, we can leave. So here we go, here's the ledge. It kind of blends in with the column very well. And be careful of this hole in the ground, you don't want to fall down there. And here we have a dark key, so this will not be for a lever mechanism like it has been in the past. Safely get down. I kind of recommend a little more pressing the forward button instead of the roll button in this instance, because I feel the roll gives you a bit more push forward, a bit more momentum. So just to save overshooting. So let's have a pit stop save, not saved in quite a while. Actually, I may have done. But anyway, the column that we used to get here is lowered right down, so we'll need to just hop to here. We'll take a bit of fall damage. I don't believe it's very much at all. And then we can get back over to the doorway. So I always go the wrong way, just here. So now we have the key, we can enter into here. So use the key, and this is another unnecessary spot for a flare. You'll see what's going on the moment you get to the corner. So we've just opened this door right here, and here is the secret. I actually did point this out to you when I was shooting some glass swords. So that is this room complete, and we can now leave. We are all done. Where am I heading to? Wrong way. Yeah, it always takes me a moment to figure out which stone I need to go to next. Awesome stuff. So that was kind of a cocky jump. I nearly didn't make that one. Okay, so find the stairs, and we can place our 2 Swords of Azazel. So actually we do need 3, but for now we just need 2 to trigger the next event. So you may have noticed the 3 statues in this middle area. This is where we're placing the swords. So a little misleading because we just need to use 2 for now, and it does not matter which 2 statues you decide to use. I do favour the opposite ones, just, you know, for symmetry. Really doesn't matter. And that is the top door on the highest level, now open. Just checking I opened that chest. I'm really confused about the shotgun shells. Okay, so in we come. There is no challenge room. All that is here is this Watcher's Key. So it was a while ago we saw the door where to use this, so it's nice to have this refresher. So there it is. I bet you knew all along. Oh yeah, it's that door. And we do have a health chest as well if you want it. I am probably gonna regret not using it. Yeah, my health is a little lower than it would usually be at this point. So here we go, we can exit and use the Watcher's Key. So we do have a slightly longer video today. I think this one is going to end up being, just because I felt that it was nice to keep the challenge rooms all together in one video. It felt strange just to quickly do one, you know, in the last video and then move on. Okay, here we go, dark passage. You can kind of see, but not great. And do be careful, we have this enormous lava pit, and if I just use my binoculars, straight over on the other side is the final secret, but of course we cannot get there from here. So what we do need to do is head over to that side. That's where the next challenge room is. So just grab this crack in the ledge and then shimmy over to the next tile space, but do not shimmy as far as you can go because Laura's a little too far over for some reason, and as we hop backwards to here, she won't grab the ledge, she won't grab this, she'll just kind of fall down to her death. But from here we're forced to go the long way round. Okay, and then to this gap in the ledge. And here we go. So right here we need to find another mechanism to raise up so that we can use it. And opposite we already have this mechanism ready to use. So that's done 2 things. We can see it's raised a column out of the lava, so that's trying to give us a path to the other side. So that's what we're working on now. We need to also get some chains to make our way across too. And the lever also opened this gate. So here we are in the final challenge room of this video. So here's the mechanism and here's the keyhole. So we're gonna find a dark key to use right here. Just gonna come over to this very corner for a crystal shard. Or a health shard, health fragment, whatever you like to call them. And I will now grab my shotgun now that I have some shotgun shells. Because we will have a couple of enemies over in this area. Okay, once they are down, we can grab some more ammo from this chest. And optional, you can come into this dark corner. It looks like there's nothing here, but if you light a flare, we can see this opening. And here we go, here is the final secret. So along with 13 out of 13 secrets, we do get some additional Uzi clips as well. Okay, so next we actually need to make our way across this muddy, swampy stuff, and that's where the dark key is. It's literally just over on the other side. However, let me show you what happens if you just happen to cross this muddy, swampy stuff, this goopy goop, with all these skull tiles on the ceiling. Well, that's not creepy at all. So we have to go around, but there, of course, will be a few obstacles along the way. So easy peasy hop over, and we can instantly see fire. So it's not so bad. You can crawl underneath the fire. I'm just clumsy, so I do get set on fire quite a lot. But as we go up this slightly sloped tile, just make sure the flames have passed because they can get you. Okay, and again we can do the same thing here, although this burner moves slightly faster. So just be aware of that. Okay, another hop across. And this burner is the exciting one. Check this one out. So basically you can do the same, you just need to keep an eye on that lowest burner. Often easier said than done, but I think that's just a me problem. And there we go, I made it look easy. I've died there a lot. But here we go, just around the furthest corner is the dark key. Oh, what now? What is happening now? So basically, the path we came from has been blocked off, but the markings on the ceiling have changed. So let's come back and just have a look. So there's only some skull tiles now, so basically we do have to make our way back across the goop, but we have some safe spots. So we can just go ahead and do a running jump over on this left hand side, and if we look at the ceiling, the next skull on this side is kind of the next one next to this fence. So if I go to this second tile in front of the fence and then just come over to this side. Yep, just avoid that skull tile. Okay, and the next skull tiles are in front of the next gate. Sometimes it is a little misleading. I do die here quite a lot because I think I'm in the correct space. Like, I don't know if it's just me lining up incorrectly or whether there is some sort of bug with this. But come up to the gate, don't pass the gate, and cross over. Okay, and then the final skull tile is actually the last one on this side. So really, we can just pass the gate here. So there we go, we've passed the gate. And then go to the other side. Perfect. And then continue to the end on this side. So other people have asked me how to do this before because they've watched me play before. And I've said, like, I just don't know. Like, maybe it's not just me, maybe there is some sort of bug and it grabs you when you are on a safe tile. I'm not too certain. But yeah, best of luck. Because it's not too difficult, it can just make itself difficult. So something I forgot to mention is we also do get trapped in this room. So we need to open up the exit as well. For now, we can go ahead and use the dark key. So off the mechanism has gone, and using the dark key has lowered a gate as well, just around this corner. Oh, not this corner, that's not a corner. Just over here, so we can now use this, this lever valve. Okay, that's done a bunch of things. Firstly, the good thing it did is open up access to another lever that's right up there. We have to jump up to it. But it's also given us this this wacky funhouse mechanic where you get pushed off ledges, like total wipeout kind of thing. So it can get quite frustrating. For this first jump, you can just hop straight onto here and then grab this. So for this jump, make sure you're in the corner and then climb up as the hand is coming out of the wall. And these jumps are straightforward enough. When you have the space, just go ahead, run on over. And this one can be tricky, not as bad as you think. But of course we'll need to kind of run around this this fence barrier. What did it call it in the diary? Don't remember, but either way, jump around this. Well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I loaded the game. That's fine, I was gonna save. It's fine. Should I risk saving after that? Let me just try and line up so Laura's a little closer to the edge of the tile space. Okay, so not too bad. Don't try and veer around too soon because that hand can still get you as it's coming back towards the wall. And then this jump will be the same as the second one. So be on this edge. And let me try and tilt the camera. So you see the fence barrier. What was that called? Something clever. Guardrail. The guardrail. You can jump towards that and then it kind of pushes you away, but it pushes you in a good way. So you don't have to try and veer too much to the left. It does it for you. So as this... That was bad. Okay, as this hand is coming out of the wall is when you want to climb up. You don't want to go around the corner. Why am I being a fumble fingers? There we go, helpful push. Now the gate has opened so we can leave. A spike tile has been deactivated, we've just seen. And thank goodness, in case we fall down in the process of trying to leave, everything is now safe. So easy jump straight over to this tile that was a spike tile, and then straight out. So we can now use the lever mechanism. Oh, a bit closer. So we now have ropes and the door across on the opposite side is open. Of course, everyone loves ropes, so be sure to save your game. So you can absolutely overshoot this column, so I recommend sort of after you get your footing, just go down and then come back up. I mean, you don't have to go down. I suppose I was already in this position anyway. I just like to be sure. And here we go, so come on in, and actually, wait a minute, there's a chest here that's not got a stone on its head, not got a coloured stone, and yet that one has. So actually, we've been here before. I've already opened up this chest. We were here in part 2, and I picked up a Watcher's Key from that pedestal. So it is a little misleading because we didn't have this levitation sphere before. And quite helpfully, the area that I entered and exited before, you might recognise it now. There's monkey bars on the ceiling, there's a ladder just to the left. That's fenced off to stop us going the wrong way, which is very helpful because some of us are, you know, easily confused. So thank you, level builder, for making this area clear to me. So now we're here, we activated the level sphere, the levitation sphere after being here, so now we have this activated. So I do need to use this, so approaching it from this side. Okay, take one step forward and hop on the spot. Not quite what I meant to do. Oh no. A bit of damage. It's not going well. So, yeah, when I said on the spot, that's not what I actually did, but on the spot, and then you will be dropped into this space, onto the ledge. So try and jump around, not very easy considering the arched ceilings. Ignore the passage on the left, come straight over here to this button. And there we go, we can see what we've just done. So before dropping down, I had a feeling that was going to happen, so I was on the action button pretty quick. Now we can go through this passage. Be very careful, do not drop down. So hop the corner and we have the final health shard. Nice, we are at 100% health. So from here we can now drop on down. So teeniest bit of damage. Outrageous. And so now let's grab the ammo that's now been given to us. We have some arrows. And if you recall, the first time I was here, I do believe I mentioned you may want to leave this chest behind until this moment, because we have a lot of enemies coming up. So no, I won't open the gates. That's not what I planned. So I'm not going to open the gates. So we need to shoot both of these crystal swords to get into this next area. But I will leave all of that until the final part. So the final part will be pretty much like Death City. Lots of things to kill. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And I will see you next time. Take it easy.